Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Everly Genia. So today I'm outside. I know you're gonna hear a bit of noise, but just bear with me. And yeah, my skin, don't mind my skin. Yeah, I'm having a bit of a breakout. But anyway, so on to the topic of today. So today's topic is signs that you need a mental health. Signs that you need a mental health break. So a lot of times in life we tend to forget about our mental health, and I feel like it's important to be able to check in with yourself, to be able to ask yourself, are you okay? Are you doing okay? Because sometimes we just go over life, we go about our daily business, we go about our routines without really checking up on ourselves. And just we need to do that, because you can experience burnout if you don't check with yourself. You can experience, you can even find yourself just losing it, snapping at people, breaking things because of just not being able to take care of your mental health. So it's very important, and I wish more people would recognize it. More organizations would actually put in place like days for mental health, because I feel like it's so important. Like there are those days you just feel like you cannot do anything, like you just checked out. And I'm not saying that it's good, laziness is different, it's a different situation, but mental health, it really needs to be taken seriously, because you just need, there are those days you just can't do it. You just want to just find some time out and just be able to reconnect with yourself. So I wrote down a few points on signs that you could actually be experiencing you could actually really need a mental health break. So number one, when you struggle with your day-to-day life, so you find yourself struggling a lot, you're struggling a lot to do everyday tasks, even cleaning, even sometimes taking a shower, you're struggling a lot with that. And that could be a red flag, that a sign that you probably need to check on your mental health and maybe take a break. Yeah, so you just find yourself even zoning out a lot. Have you ever gone, sometimes you're just doing something and you just find yourself zoning out, maybe washing the dishes, and just zone out completely and even forget what you are doing. So you can find that you're really zoning out a lot. Even in conversations, you're zoning out a lot more than frequent. So that could be a sign that you really need a break. Then the other point is also insomnia, sleeplessness. So yeah, insomnia can be brought about by so many other things and maybe other diseases, but mainly, sorry, that was my daughter. So mainly it's brought about when you're having issues, especially if you're thinking so much about someone or something that is bothering you, maybe with your mental health, maybe there's something that is stressing you up. So you just find yourself like you can't sleep, and you're just restless, you can't sleep at night, you're not getting a deep sleep, you're just anxious, so that could be a sign that you really need to take a break. And maybe there's so many, maybe you've taken a lot of projects and you need to maybe delegate some duties to other people. You need to maybe be able to just take a short break, because some people just go on and on and on and on and on, work day in, day out. So sometimes you just need that break, just to rejuvenate and just to check in with yourself that everything is okay. Then the other point is also you have constant fatigue, so you're always tired. You find yourself so tired every time you just want to take a nap. You're just tired, you're lethargic. Everything that you're doing, you just find yourself, you're dragging yourself. You're not enthusiastic, you're not energetic. The way you're supposed to be energetic, you're supposed to be full of life, but you just find yourself, you're just constantly tired, constantly complaining that you're tired. And that could be a sign that you need a break. And the other point is also unhealthy patterns with food, or unhealthy relationship with food. So you find yourself probably eating too much, not eating at all, or binge eating, or maybe eating junk, things that are not good for you because of maybe that issue that you have. So you find that you need a break. When you realize that, then you really need a break, and you really need to also try and eat healthy, so that you can be able to bring that, there's that thing when you eat healthy, you just find yourself feeling better, you find yourself feeling more energized. So it's always good to check in if you're having an unhealthy pattern with food. Then the other point is the inability to focus or concentrate. So you find yourself not being able to concentrate on certain things. You're supposed to do something, but you can't concentrate. You're supposed to do one thing, you're doing another, you're just thinking another thing. You're there breaking things, you're there spilling things, you're just not concentrating. You're just not able to concentrate at all. And So that could be a sign that you really need a break, because you just, maybe you've been doing things so much, maybe you've been taking maybe there's a lot that's taking a toll on you, maybe you're having a lot of worrying. So that could be a sign that you really need to take a break. And if you can be able to even go somewhere, just be able to connect with nature and just break and just breathe, that could be of use. So sorry, my today I don't have the thing for putting. I'm actually holding it, that's why I'm shaking. So the other point also is you find yourself irritable, like you snap at almost anything. So you find yourself irritable, you just snap at anyone. Sometimes you snap at your own child, you don't even understand why. You snap at the shopkeeper, you snap at the person who's walking by you. Maybe they've just by accident, maybe they just kind of like brushed you over your shoulder, and you're like, you just you curse and all that. So you just find yourself really, really irritable, like anything just triggers you. You just find yourself like easily irritable. So that could be a sign that you need a mental health break. Then the other point is also you get sick frequently. So you find yourself getting sick a lot, and you're always having colds, you're always having you're always coughing, probably you're always just having issues with your body. I'm not saying necessarily that, but just in general, you just find yourself just feeling sick, a lot of headaches, and you sometimes find yourself just having like migraines back to back. Then that could be a sign that you really need a mental health break, because maybe you're probably thinking so much, probably you're stressed out about something, probably you've been there's a lot that has happened to you that you've not really processed, that you need to process, so that should tell you that you need a mental health break. And it's also good, never mind the background, it's always wise to just, if you can just go somewhere different, even if it's traveling, just go somewhere different that you can be able to just take a break from your day-to-day if you can. And if not, then just do something different from your normal routine. Maybe take a walk on a different route, maybe go to the beach. For us, we have beaches, yay. Just do something different that will feel good, like go for coffee with your friend, read a calming book, listen to amazing music, then you'll feel much better. Then the other point is also your energy is off a lot of the time. So you find your energy is always off. I think that goes hand in hand with the irritability. So your energy is off, like you're just off, you're always like not getting you're not connecting well with people, you're just off, you just feel like everything is just off, and you can't even pinpoint why. So maybe that could be a sign that you need to take a break. And the other point is also you're always on edge. So I think that's another thing, maybe hand in hand with that point. So you're always on edge, you always snap at anything, you always anything just shakes you, you're always scared, like you're always just like at the brink of just kind of like losing it, so when you just find yourself you're that, you're anxious, you're like easily triggered, you can't even breathe well. So that could be a sign that you need a break. And the other point also is you make decisions hastily. So you find yourself making hasty decisions, especially important decisions. So you always find yourself like, maybe let's say you go and you clear out your bank balance and you're remaining with zero, and then maybe you probably buy something that you don't even need, and then you regret later. Or you just do things, random decisions that you've not really sat down and thought about them. So that could be a sign that you really need to take a mental health break. Or you just fight with people, pick a fight with your loved ones, you just maybe get into an argument with your loved ones, you just make decisions hastily, just like, I'm done, or you just drop things, so that would be a sign that you need to take a break. Then the other point is also you are disengaged in a lot of your relationships. So you find yourself you're disengaged, you're not present in your relationships as you should be, like you're just not there, you're not connecting with your people, you're not connecting with your children, you're not connecting, if you have a husband, if you have a wife, you're not connecting with your spouse, you're not connecting at work with your colleagues, you're just disengaged, and you're just off kabisa. So that could be a sign that You really need a mental health break. And then the last point is that you lack passion and charisma, especially for things that you love doing. So you find yourself not passionate. You're just not passionate about everything that you're doing. Probably you're an actor and you're not passionate. You just, you're done. You just want to lay down in bed and you just want to not focus on what you like. And you rarely do that. If you're a painter, you rarely paint. It's been ages since you took that brush to paint. If you're a writer, you've rarely written. Just not passionate anymore. Even if it's being a mom or a parent, you're not interested in bringing the way you used to go hard for maybe bringing up your child. You make sure they're eaten, everything is on point. Then you find yourself like you're just not passionate about it anymore. You're just doing things half-heartedly. You just don't have that zeal anymore. So that could be a sign that you need a mental health break. So those are the points that I came up with. So maybe I can give you a few pointers on maybe what you can do to help maybe with taking a mental health break. So maybe number one, you can take exercises if you can go to the gym, and if you cannot go to the gym, you can do workouts at home. There's so many workouts on YouTube. You can take walks, you can go for nature walks, you can meditate. You also need to slow down, like just slow down. Sometimes you feel like we're running out of time. It's like you need to do this, you need to be rich at I don't know how old, you need to get married, I don't know how old. So you're always rushing, you're always filling your mind with a lot of things, you're always worried. What if I don't get this? What if I don't succeed in this? What if I don't make money today? Like you're always worried. So slow down, take it easy, and just let things be, let things flow. Then the other point is also to take breaks if you can. And I know especially if you're working, sometimes it can get tricky maybe to get time out, but if you can take a leave, if you feel like you're just overwhelmed and you're feeling like you're going to get burnout, just take a leave, even if it's 2 days. Just take time out just to be able to get back to yourself, get back to yourself and be able to just rejuvenate and just be able to get some energy back. So yeah, it's always good and advisable to just take a time out. And then the other point is also to detox. Like if you've been eating junk, you can detox. You can take detox juices, you can take a lot of water, you can just try everything you can to detox and eat healthier. Then you can declutter. If you feel like your space is too congested, maybe the things that you need to get rid of, it's always good to declutter, and just you'll find yourself like feeling better by the way once you declutter. Then also it's always good to connect with nature. So if you can take nature walks, if you can travel, if you can do something different, as I said before, that would be nice. Then also take deep sleep, especially if you can do 80 hours, it would be amazing. So deep sleep, I know it's hard, especially for moms, especially if you have a young one and they are always waking up during the night. But if you can maybe get deep sleep and for many hours, like at least 8 hours, that would be amazing for your health and mental health. Because I've realized, like when you don't get enough sleep, you're always tired, you're always like snappy, you're always irritated, you're always moody, you're cranky. So it's always good to just get enough rest if you can get rest. And yeah, that would be the deal if you take 8 hours. So those are the points that I had for you today. And if you have any more points, kindly share them on the comment section. And as usual, it's your girl Everly Genie. Until next time, bye.